through your mind. So very nervous, very nerve-wracking.
Another big story right now, parents in Portland thankful their children are safe after a scary, scary day. A tip that a student had a gun forced the middle school into a lockdown there for 5 hours.
And in some cases, terrified students and staff even hid in closets and bathrooms. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Amanda Callahan is live with all the details. Amanda.
Well, Mark and Aaron, all Portland public schools will be operating under a 2-hour delay tomorrow morning after all the students and staff inside the middle and the high school didn't get home until hours after their usual dismissal time because of that threat. Now, thankfully, it was found to be not credible and it was all a hoax, but a teenager could be facing criminal charges.
It was like really scary.
A tense situation in Portland Monday afternoon as more than 600 students and staff were forced into lockdown for hours after a threat was called in that a middle school student had a gun and intended to enact a school shooting. The threat came in to school officials and police on an app called Say Something. It's an anonymous tip line for schools nationwide to monitor school security threats. Police were able to track this threat to the cell tower used by devices inside the shared middle and high school building.
Having pinged off of that tower, it added some credibility that there might have been a gun in the school today.
The severity of the threat prompted a lengthy and thorough search, leaving students like 7th grader Hayden, who was stuck in the bathroom, worried for nearly 5 hours.
We had to just like sit in the bathroom the whole time, and we were like sitting on top of the toilet because at that time we didn't know what was going on.
A canine dog went through each locker, making sure no weapons were inside, and officers had to clear each person in the building one by one with a metal detector. Portland superintendent acknowledged the hours of waiting was nerve-wracking for parents, but they had to make sure everyone was safe.
I know that it was a long afternoon. The kids got home late, and it was very stressful for all parents. You know, we care very much for all of our kids, and I can only imagine that the waiting was excruciating.
And while it was an emotional day for parents, it can also take a toll on students. Dr. Laura Saunders says while it's important to talk with your kids, don't overdo it.
Leave it open if they want to talk about it or not talk about it. It may be a fatigue for them, an emotional fatigue, in that they've been through this for the last several hours and they don't want to talk about it anymore. So forcing them to talk about it can really stir things up.
Portland police say this is still an ongoing investigation, but a 13-year-old student will likely face criminal charges. Another student came forward and told Portland police that they heard one of their 7th grade classmates threatening to make a hoax call like this. Now, again, all Portland public schools will be operating under a 2-hour delay tomorrow morning. Amanda Callahan, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.